There are some super cool characters in Andy's room, with fun detailed designs and some great personalities. And then there's also some useless ones. So let's just cut to the chase and rank every one of Andy's sentient toys, from worst to best. So for the bottom spot, there's only one it could be, an annoying cowgirl doll who goes by Jessie. I'm talking Jessie, and I'm not here to boast. She's the single character who I despise the most. I'd love to see a movie where she gets replaced. My collection is perfection now that Jessie's erased. Wait, sorry, I almost got carried away. God, Jessie is the most annoying and pathetic character. After all the singing and crying, what else does she contribute to the team, other than noise? I'm gonna be so real. Her backstory doesn't move me at all, especially after watching her manipulate Bullseye into hating Woody and her demanding that Woody gets shipped away with her. Look, there's nothing on the script here. What the fuck do you want me to say about the fucking sheep? I don't even know their names. They're alright in the first few films, like 1 and 2. I have no opinion. Then they disappeared in 3. And then in the 4th film they came back looking like this. I think they look terrible. Bullseye is the most pointless character in Pixar history. Claude is more valuable. Jalopy, Baby is more impactful. Hell, even R4P17 is more of a character. Bo Peep's kind of lame. She's better than Jessie, but that's not saying much. I like her design, but I can't stand how they try to retcon an event that doesn't even happen in the movie.
My old moving buddy!
They really tried to retcon her to sound like less of a whore, like she was being genuine in that scene. Get real. Wheezy is a character that doesn't really do anything for me. He's a penguin, and I'm not very inspired by this character, though his cover of You've Got a Friend in Me is pretty good. Hop on the Shelf trio, these guys are fine. Yes, they're all gonna share a slot together because they're just so obscure. Shark is cool enough. I like his color scheme and that he's a squeaky shark. And he does have one iconic scene, but in truth he's never meant much to me. Red Car is fine enough. Here's a fun one. Rainbow Train, the most elusive character in the entire Toy Story franchise, only having 2 shots and a cameo in a video game. He does also appear in a random Toys R Us commercial that existed before Toy Story. The Army Men classics, genuinely not much to say about them, but they are pretty iconic. The Barrel of Monkeys, they're quite fun. They look like they were dipped in red tomato sauce. I think their use and inclusion in the films is very fun and creative, being villains in Andy's playtime. Honestly, Edge is only this low because he never stands up properly on my display. I think he's got a lot of screen time and he's the most iconic of the big blocky background characters. I still like and respect him though. You know, the Troll is a weird character. She's just kind of here and has weird splotches of screen time. Even owning this toy, I forget it even exists. Hockey Puck is such a cool little meme and a very cool character. He was gonna be in the second film, but he was cut, just like Sensei. He's a great little fella though. I wonder how sentient he is. Next up is RC. RC has a lot of screen time, yet he's always being used as a weapon, a vehicle, a toy, a plot device. But that's all we know, nothing of his personality, other than he can be a bit anxious and that he probably should have died in the 4th film. Ham is Ham. Like, he's cool and fun, but he's probably the weakest of the main team. I'd be pissed if he was ever cut from a movie, but he's still very much a solid character. Mrs. Potato Head is a very nicely designed character and has plenty of comedic moments, and is utilized very well. The fact they turned a joke at the end of the first film into a beloved and well-executed character is great. Even before Toy Story 3 came out, she was super iconic. Look, I like Woody, but he is definitely overrated. Toy Story 1, yeah, he's funny as fuck. He does some bad things, but who hasn't made mistakes out of jealousy? Toy Story 2, telling Buzz he wasted his time was a dick move, but at least he came around. Toy Story 3, why is Woody always being a dick to Buzz? This is the third film of it. Fourth movie, fuck off. See, I like Woody, but he's not quite the inspiration to me that he is to everybody else. Rex is a great character. His sheer size paired with his clumsy nature is super entertaining. He definitely peaked in Toy Story 2 because in the third film, he's very much just along for the ride, not serving much plot relevance. Like, he could have easily taken out a few of Lotso's guards. He's 12 inches tall. Buzz Lightyear! Yes, I prefer Buzz to Woody. Is that such a crime? Just the way Buzz operates in the films with efficiency and genuosity. He tries his absolute best at everything he does, because he has a lot of heart. Every decision he makes, you can tell is sincere. And on top of all of that, he is easily one of the funniest characters when he's deluded. I don't know what the hell they did with him in Toy Story 4, though. Slinky, great character, love how loyal he is throughout the movies. He's also just animated very well. I wish they made a movie-accurate toy of his character, and I also wish I had more to say, but there's not much to say about Slinky, he's just an elite character. Look, Lenny is pretty elite. I don't know anyone who doesn't like Lenny. He gets a healthy amount of lines, a good amount of screen time, plenty of utility, and he lands himself in the Super 7 of most relevant minor characters. Hey, the fire truck is the fire truck. Everybody owned one of these when they were a kid. It's cool, it's big. There's nothing I can really say that hasn't already been said about it. By the way, this thing is in the movie a lot more than you probably remember. Snake is a character that apparently people are not aware of. Despite his pretty generous amount of screen time and appearing in a lot of key scenes, no one can seem to remember this guy. In the first film, he seems very cautious, disappearing after Woody has given him instructions, laughing alongside Mr. Spell when Potato Head mocks Slinky, even glaring at the cowboy when he's being accused of murder, and then coiling around his legs. I love how much character they gave him, despite his background use. Dude, there should have been a scene where he was trying to convince Woody to eat the apple of Eve. Starting the top 10, I've chosen the Pizza Planet Aliens. In Toy Story 2, these guys are so funny with their delusional comments about the wand of power and the mystic portal. Honestly, not much to say with these guys. We all know that they're awesome. Probably the most annoying guy in Andy's room. The roly-poly clown, the only prominent character here who isn't named on screen. Despite being a party clown, Roly-Poly seems to be rather annoying, getting in Potato Head's way and only hanging out with the Toddle Tots. He isn't very useful either. He communicates via jingles and doesn't have any usable limbs. Despite all his flaws, he's a very sweet fella who just wants to be played with and not end up being replaced. Too bad he left the Tri-County to join the monster world. Monsieur Spell is such a great idea for a character in Toy Story. The way he speaks with his screen is so creative and fun. His little laughs and the hubba hubba comment are so underrated. The way he just waddles around. He's got a great colour scheme, though it was sad to see him get progressively dirty in Toy Story 2 because he was being neglected by Andy. He's also one of those toys that is friends with pretty much everyone in the room. Potato Head, Buzz, Woody, Robot, even CNC. Speaking of, somehow CNC has made it onto the top 10, which isn't a surprise, because he's pretty cool. CNC is a giant blue block that waddles around. He can actually speak. We do hear him coughing gibberish to himself as he walks to the staff meeting. His size and colour with a wheel of animals is very charming, and I can buy the fact that this guy is actually sentient. And probably the funniest gag in Toy Story is how he's always seen hanging out with Mr. Spell. Like, what the fuck are these guys even talking about through their primitive speakers? Let's just hope they get reunited in Toy Story 5. At number 6, I'm placing Rocky Gibraltar, the strongest toy in Andy's room. Go figure, he's a wrestler from Gibraltar. I'll tell you that for free. He's actually one of the few characters in Andy's room who has posable arms and hands. Almost all these other characters are static blocks or static egg shapes with no arms or legs. Starting the top 5 is the Toddle Tots. I do not know why I'm so fond of these motherfuckers. The way they jump around and only talk to themselves or the clown is so cultish, I love it. This one even has a fez. They speak gibberish, also known as Ticarian, and the only other toy who understands it is the clown. I can never pick a favourite among these guys. Like right now I'm loving the hunter, but the builder and the contractor also have elite little hats. But the priest and the painter, they look dodgy. Number 4 is Robot. This dude has a lot of screen time and is almost a part of the main cast. He lights up, he rolls around, and he is very helpful to the other characters in the films. He sports a dark bluish purple body with a very retro looking design. In the film, he seems to be friends with almost every toy in the room, especially Snake, Rocky, and Mike. Number 3, we have all 5 of the Trikers. I'd probably rank these guys within themselves, from worst to best: Bulldog, Duck, Cat, Ladybug, Goldfish. These guys all have such amazing designs. They're all super simple and have no articulating limbs. It's only been in recent time that these guys have soared high up on my list, but upon closer inspection, they really are perfect designs. From the distinct blues on the cat and the blank stares of the fish and the duck, and to top it off, they all have the fun party trick of combining into each other. The runner-up is the legend himself, Mr. Potato Head. What can I say about Potato Head? His personality goes hand in hand with his toy, always being pissed that he's getting his face knocked off. I love the sounds he makes when he's pulling his face off, the little suction cup sound, and he has the best jokes in the entire franchise. And he is one of the few toys in Andy's room that actually has fingers. Well, by process of elimination, you probably know who number 1 is, so let's not mess around. At number 1, we have Mike. An amazing colour scheme with the main white and red and blue. He has a really cool and fun function with playing cassettes, playing the radio, and acting as a microphone and speaker. It's charming how he waddles around, and the radio filter to his voice is a great detail, even though he only has one line. But this guy has always been my favourite, in person and in movie. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video where I've ranked all of Andy's toys. Let me know your top 3, I'm very interested, or go ahead, rank every character in the comments. Very interested to see who the top 5 will be. But anyway, take care, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll try and rank another franchise of characters, or maybe a video game's worth of characters, or even a show. You get the gist.